Howdy.
Howdy. It's the Piggy. Piggy on the go.
Yeah. I hope y'all can see that. We're on our way to do our afternoon pickup, and then we got another little trip to do.
Then we got to go back out and do our grocery shopping.
Yeah.
See, we did that this morning because from certain things said, I thought there was going to be some gravel out in the yard today. We wouldn't have been able to get in or out.
Yeah.
If we were late getting back. Well, it rained all morning. Because of how things are done, there's already a little trench down part of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know nothing. I'm just an idiot know-it-all. I don't know nothing.
Oh, man.
Of course, I have sent it to a pro to look at. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided to go ahead and go this afternoon, go grocery shopping, just in case we get back tomorrow. And
well, we'll get it done tonight. It's done. That way, don't matter what day or if that shows up.
right.
After the shenanigans this past week, might be a possibility somebody's mad and don't want to do it no more.
Yeah, that door slamming the way it did this morning, I'm assuming somebody is.
Right? So, could be any number of reasons that resulted in that happening this morning, but you know, you just never know with certain people what's what, especially when there's no communication letting you know nothing, except at the very last minute.
Yeah.
And I do mean very last minute.
That 12-hour notice was something to be thankful for the other night. Normally we
At
get...
least we had that. It wasn't getting up that morning and get a phone call. I had it needs to be done.
Yeah.
You know, there has been times it's been like that.
Mm-hmm.
But 12 hours is actually a pretty long notice considering the source.
Yeah.
But you just don't know about some people what's going to set them off. And there's no communication. You know, things get planned that affect you by others, and they don't tell you nothing about it.
The last we heard about gravel being put in the driveway was, what, a little over a year ago, or right around a year ago.
Well, right before that other project was worked on.
Yeah. So that was about this time last year.
Yeah.
That was the last we'd heard of anything about gravel.
But, you know, I have to laugh at it. I mean, it's funny. I mean, yeah, it has adverse effects on me, but I mean, what can you do? I mean, you know, you deal with science-denying, delusional folks that want reality to be what they want it to be and not what it is. You know, that's kind of like trying to live in the twilight zone inside the Minotaur's maze. You know, you just have to take whatever comes.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be freaky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, as bad as that can be at times, you just have to kind of laugh at it because you're like, you know, you cannot logically figure out the illogical, irrational, and delusional. You know, think that pretty much anything that is yours is theirs. You know, So I got 2 items that I think I know where they're at, and they're a long way away from here.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
They grew legs and walked away.
They did.
I'd have run or sprinted. We don't know.
Might have. But it's, y'all know from my life, you know, taking up for myself weighed heavy on my heart, because that's the way I've been conditioned over the entirety of my life. I'm getting better about it, because I mean, you know, it's like I have the right to defend myself against those who treat me like I'm lying and accuse me of stuff I don't do, and think I'm lying all the time when I'm telling the truth. You know, I've got the right, number one, because I am a citizen of this United States. I got the right, number two, because I earned it by having served. You know, but I'm the one that's got some more kind of attitude and a know-it-all. Folks, I admit to what I don't know, but I'm also going to stand firm on what I do know. Like another something that was claimed ain't there. Well, where it was dug ain't where that is supposed to be. But where it was dug is claimed that that's where it was. It wasn't. Thing in question was not found there. Well, of course it ain't going to be found there. That's not where I was shown it was supposed to be. But, you know, but the one thing that really that I have been thinking about today is, you know, if I'm such an idiot know-it-all, then why is it so important for the others to want me to agree with them and keep after it and get mad because I don't? I mean, if I'm that much of an idiot know-it-all, why did they even bother to try to prove their point? Yeah, I've read once or something somewhere, you know, there's one thing I was taught by a guy, pretty smart guy, dumb in the end. Best way to take the wind out of the sails of somebody's argument is just to agree with them and say, okay, you're right. I've done that a time or two. The dumbfounded looks on their faces is priceless. Okay, yeah, you're right. Whether they are or not. And then walk on. Got a driveway there.
Yeah.
Looks like the same type being used down here.
There was a
skid steer, I saw it.
Yeah, it had a backhoe on it. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's something bigger than a skid steer.
Yeah, it's bigger than a skid steer. It had a backhoe on it.
But it will. You just somebody trying to argue with you, but say, okay, you're right, and walk on. The looks on their faces is priceless. You know. But I also read something that was pretty wise. You know, if you know you're dealing with idiots, okay? I mean, really, if you know you're dealing with deluded idiots, yeah, it was talking about the really smart, intellectual, intelligent people. And there's been a lot of things on Facebook when I used to be in the political debates and stuff, and all like that, everything. And I would use this a time or two, and it's shut quite a few of them up. They thought they were hoity-toity, educated this and educated that. And is that people of that kind of intelligence, they don't bother with trying to converse or debate with someone that they know is a deluded idiot. They just kind of overlook them and go on. and leave it be. And there's been plenty of them trying to argue with me about this or that topic. Talk about how smart they were and what kind of degrees they had and all like that. And I just tell them, so, well, you know, if you all that smart and intelligent, I thought intelligent people at that level didn't bother with folks like me if you thought we was idiots. You just left it alone and went on. You know, why are you going to sit there and try to prove to what you think of as an idiot that you're right? You know, there's a thing about the tiger, the lion, and what was that other animal? The dumb one? Donkey or something.
I have no idea.
Well, anyway, it's a little story, and I think it's a donkey.
Donkeys are actually smart.
And, well, it might have been, I don't know what it was, but it was not known to be a smart animal. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, the dumb animal was saying the grass or the sky was this color, and the tiger was trying to tell him, no, it's not, it is this. Kept arguing back and forth with him. So they took it to the king, the lion. And the lion took and agreed with the dumb animal. Sent him on his way. The tiger was like, okay. And meted out some sort of punishment for the tiger. And the tiger was like, King, why, you know that it's this way. Why did you agree with him and let him go on and, you know, basically rewarding him, and you're punishing me? The lion's like, because you know he's an idiot, you argued with him anyway. That's paraphrasing, by the way. In case somebody knows that story, it says, oh, you didn't get it right. You didn't. Blah. Poo-poo on you. Oh, that you know, I'm paraphrasing that. But basically, in essence, the bottom line was the king punished the tiger because he was smart enough to know that the other animal was an idiot. But he became the bigger idiot because he chose to sit there and argue with an idiot. You know, so I tell some of them folks that like to talk about how educated they are, degrees, and where they were educated at, and hoity-toity, and all that. I hit them with that. You know, that I thought truly highly intelligent, intellectual people like yourself walked away from those like me whom you perceive to be an idiot, because you know that according to your perception that I'm an idiot. Why are you trying to prove to me, if you think I'm an idiot, why are you using your intelligence to try to prove to me that you're right? And folks, when they do that, that tells me right there, they know they're wrong. They're just trying to get you to admit they're right so they can feel puffed up. But folks, I don't care being right, and that's another problem people have, is they hate to be wrong. They've already put their mouth on it that it's one way, and they get it proven to them that it's not that way. But you know, it's like the Ford and the Chevy thing. You know, one guy buys a Ford, one guy buys a Chevy. One of them stays in the shop and the other one don't. And the ones that has one that stays in the shop keeps talking about how much better his is than the other one, even though his stays in the shop all the time.
BMW.
And but because that person not only put their money on what he chose, he also put his word on what he chose. That word is more valuable than even the money. You know, so he's going to hype it up even though it stays in the shop. You know, he's got to be right even though the other dude's driving around while his is in the shop. But because he put his word and money on that stays in the shop, he's got to keep touting it as the better option. Rather than admit he was wrong, he bought a lemon. You know, because they've all got lemons, folks. It don't matter what brand you buy.
Yeah.
They've all got lemons. I know, I bought a few and had a few. They were never all the same brand. And some were good, some weren't. And, you know, to me, if I'm wrong on something and you can show me where I'm wrong on it, I will gladly stand corrected. Because I'd rather be right than to keep spinning my wheels in the mud being wrong. But you don't go nowhere being wrong. You keep spinning your wheels and doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So, that dude was standing a little closer to the road for my comfort.
I saw.
And he was weed eating the edge of his yard, y'all. But you know, you'd think seeing a car coming, he'd back up a little bit and make sure he was safe. But go figure. But you know, wisdom, folks. You can have all the knowledge in the world and be a dumber. You know.
Just because you go to school and got a degree don't mean you smart.
Yeah. My so-called best friend growing up. Folks, you want to talk about a brain pan. Boy, as smart as they come. He was an idiot. Didn't have nothing to show for nothing. By the time he died. And so you can be smart, you can have intelligence, but to have wisdom, you got to know how to use that knowledge. If you don't know how to use that knowledge, you're just an educated idiot. And that's just as simple as it gets. I mean, I really hate being like that, but it's the truth. It's the reality of our lives.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were talking about needing to end this. Where are we at on time?
18 minutes.
18 minutes. Well, folks, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and end this one out, and we're going to do one when we come back out later. So this one will be for tomorrow, and the next one will be for Thursday, and I'll have my videos for this week. Piggy loves you.